everybody, Close with Carmella here. Today I'm going to tell you why it took me 15 months to complete my Humber College Real Estate course. So I basically started the Humber College Real Estate program back in, I believe it was 2020, first course, and I think that was in November or maybe October of 2020. So we're now in the first week of 2022, and I am going to be doing my last simulation session actually this upcoming Monday. And the reasons why it took me so long is that because I had a goal to finish 4 or 5 months ago. And I really honestly could have. I'm working full time. I have a child as well. And I mean, it's not impossible. I'm a part of the Facebook real estate group in the Humber College Real Estate group on Facebook. And it's like a trend. Like I'm going to finish in 6 months. I'm going to finish in 8 months. And like, honestly, that was my goal too. I said, well, I want to finish and like, I want to get out there and I want to start selling houses right away. I started to slow down when I really started interviewing brokerages. And I'll tell you why. The reason I started to slow things down when I was interviewing brokerages is because I thought that once you were on, the last 2 courses, you might as well start interviewing and get into it right away. But when I started interviewing brokerages, I started realizing how much I didn't know about real estate. And honestly, I'm just going to say this, and some people may disagree with me or whatever, but the course only teaches you so much. I'm not even licensed yet. I know which brokerage I'm going with, most likely, but there's just so many things that the course teaches you. So I decided to, read and watch a lot of tutorials on each brokerage that I wanted to go with, and even select some other brokerages that I wanted to interview just for kicks and just to see if, there might be something last minute that I want. So I took a lot of my time to slow down at this point in time in my course. And then also it gives you extra time to just study, not pass just minimally on your exams or anything like that. So I believe that was a good choice for me, because there's so many things that I have learned. For instance, number 2, so now that I have like a tiny little bit of following on my social media, 2 or 3 people, like solid people, are actually asking me for help with leads. One was an assignment sale, and he was an investor, and then another lady was a first-time home buyer. So I realized, I said, when these people are DMing me, I'm like, I really have no idea how to like talk to these people. Like, I don't even have a sponsor to even ask or anything like that. So what's good about that is that forced me to open up, my laptop and my search engine in YouTube, and I just started watching videos and Googling assignment sales, investors, what to do with a first-time buyer as a realtor. And I really broke it down and researched it all, and then I was able to give these people the best responses that I could. So essentially it's giving me already firsthand knowledge of how to approach potential clients without even being licensed yet. So I already have that little bit of knowledge before even going into it. So I think that's very crucial, because it's already giving you experience in that sense. My last point is, again, to self-knowledge and teach. So you're gonna wanna, first, I would advise getting a social media started. It's hard to juggle all of them. I have TikTok, I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have YouTube. YouTube is one of the least ones that I'm probably active with. I would say more Instagram, Facebook, maybe TikTok a little bit, but probably Instagram and Facebook. And I like to focus on just 2 for now. Because I haven't even taken any training. I've taken 1 training with Stevie Susie from Keller Williams, and just listening to 1 training was very beneficial. For instance, she talks about posting 3 times a week. One is about info, one's about value, and little tips like that to to start your social media. So training yourself is really good, and reading. So I've had, again, a realtor gifted, Stevie Dick gifted me with The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, and literally it's a very, very helpful book. Lots of tips and lots of motivational quotes that, you know, really are residing with me. And then something like flipping houses. And then also I have another book, which is downstairs. It's called Don't Split the Commission. So this was another reason why it's taking me a little bit longer to complete the course. Be on a team at first. That was all about a team, and who cares? It's much more valuable, and you know, this and that. And there's so many benefits to having a team. Believe me, I could be making the wrong choice. But after reading and after speaking to several very qualified and successful agents, I'm going to make the decision to dive in solo. That's just the person who I am. I really believe like I can go in on it alone. And if I don't, then I can. You're not married to your brokerage or your team. That's the beauty of real estate, is you can switch. So I'm gonna kind of go in a reverse cycle, and I'm gonna see if I can do it solo. And if I can't, then I'll give it 6 months, a year, and I'll say, hey, I tried, and let's move forward. Wrapping up, basically, like I could literally have been done my course like 4 months ago. As I'm resigning from my job, so I actually am fully resigning March 1st. So that kind of helps too, because I am going in on it full time. That's another reason. I had to think long and hard about quitting my job in order to go into real estate full time. Again, by getting advice from successful realtors that do very well. And like in this book, in The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, it says, always listen to people who have lived before you. Like you should listen to your elders. And it's very true. Like a lot of people might, you know, want to do it their own way, because I thought I wanted to be on a team at first. That was all about a team, and who cares? It's much more valuable, and you know, this and that. And there's so many benefits to having a team. Believe me, I could be making the wrong choice. But after reading and after speaking to several very qualified and successful agents, I'm going to make the decision to dive in solo. Just the person who I am, I really believe like I can go in on it alone. I don't, then I can. You're not married to your brokerage or your team. That's the beauty of real estate, is you can switch. So I'm gonna kind of go in a reverse cycle, and I'm gonna see if I can do it solo. And if I can't, then I'll give it 6 months, a year, and I'll say, hey, I tried, and let's move forward. So the whole wrapping up, basically, another thing is I'm resigning from my job. So I actually am fully resigning March 1st. So that kind of helps too, because I am going in on it full time. That's another reason. I had to think long and hard about quitting my job in order to go into real estate full time. Again, by getting advice from successful realtors that do very well. And like in this book, in The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, it says, always listen to people who have lived before you. Like you should listen to your elders. And it's very true. Like a lot of people might, you know, want to do it their own way. Hey, I can do this myself without getting any knowledge, but it's good. You need to listen to other people and what they have experienced and what's worked for them.
So that's
there. You go. we had the same. We went from -45 to +5 or +10 today. I've got sitting behind me, I don't know if you can see it, but you get trophies with your name on it, a plaque, something like that. And it's a pretty easy comparison to draw, just the manual way. So if I bring
like at the beginning, again, I was like, oh, there's so many, you know, I could be losing money, and that's why I want to get into it fast. But it's better to go in and you have knowledge than to go in and your eyes are basically closed. Be real estate agents. We're in Toronto. Well, I am. So we have more real estate agents than homes on the market. Like at my Facebook group, when the new year hit, it's like so many realtors. Hi, I just graduated. So there's always going to be realtors. There's always going to be a competition. You need to go in with your best foot forward. It's not about rushing through it. I think it's about just taking your time and really getting into it when you really feel comfortable. So that's my advice. Again, everyone moves at their own pace. Everyone, you know, has their own opinions, but that is my advice to you as a very, very soon to be realtor. So thank you very much. And yeah, follow me if you want more tips.